Today is the day we've been waiting for, when two become one and the next chapter in our lives begins. I don't know what that story has in store for us, but there are a couple of things I can promise you. I promise to keep Christ in our relationship, to encourage us to find believers, and to join communities of Bible-believing Christ followers wherever God takes us. Today, I choose not to pick myself up, to not move on. Today, I promise to stay here lying in the spot where I fell in love with you. You see, falling in love with you was a feeling, a joyous, exciting feeling. Those feelings fade and lie to you, but love itself is an action, a verb, and I choose to continue loving you from this day forward until death do us part. I have one last message to share with you. As we leave the single life behind, I'll see you in another life, Blueberry.
Jeremy, many years ago, before we had ever met, I began praying for the man that God would bring into my life, who would one day become my husband. I prayed for his guidance over you, for his love and his protection to envelop you. I'm ever grateful that the man I was praying for was you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. Jeremy, I vow to be your best friend and your biggest supporter. I vow to love you now and forever, regardless of the challenges we may face. I vow to help you grow intellectually, physically, spiritually, and socially. And just as I prayed for you before I ever even knew you, I promise that I will continue to pray for you and for our marriage. Lastly, I promise that I will cherish you every day of our lives, just so long as you promise to get me an atomic energy drink every time we visit the Quad Cities. I'm just kidding. Even if you don't ever buy me another atomic drink again, I'll still cherish you. Jeremy, I'm brimming with jubilation to start our married life together, to journey the road of life with you as my lifelong traveling companion. And hey, we better get a move on because adventure is out there.
Now, by the power vested in me by God and man, it is my honor and delight to declare you husband and wife. Go forth and live each day to the fullest. You may seal this declaration with a kiss. All right. So I am very pleased and excited to present the newlyweds, Jeremiah and Rebecca Fox.
Coming out onto the lawn, we've got a clock tower. And under the clock tower, there's like a different crowd than there normally is. Normally it's just, these kind of groups of worshipers. And so here is a new crowd. So me and my buddies were like, well, let's go check it out. And lo and behold, it was Jeremy Jones. He was sitting under the clock tower with a full sheet cake from Sam's Club, just handing out cake, anyone who would come. Just like, you want cake? You got it, come here. And so I told him, I was like, look, man, the way to my heart has always been food, back then and today, but I didn't think that's what you were looking for. So I just moved on and I kind of kept it cool, and later on, him and I developed a relationship and we got to talk about it. And so I did ask him about it in preparing for this because it had been a little bit and I wanted to make sure I remembered it correctly. So I asked him, I was like, what was up with the cake, man? And he was like, I just got my first paycheck and I wanted some cake and I thought that other people might want it too. I was like, Jeremy, come on, dude. That's so nice. Stop. But that's Jeremy. I learned him to be a generous man, not just with things, but with his time. And you're one of my best and truest friends, man. I love you. Rebecca, I know we haven't really been able to get to know each other very well, but I was excited to meet you based on everything Jeremy's told me over the past year. And just seeing you and him interact over the past couple of days, I know a lot of us have kind of been talking about it, but to see how you two love each other, just observing it from afar, we're just extremely happy for you. So, for me, I wish you both a long, adventurous marriage, potentially with cake, if you're into that. And yeah, to Jeremy and Rebecca. Cheers.
Jeremy and Rebecca, you both have taught me a lot about what it means to put God first in your relationship. Y'all are always thinking of each other and thinking about different ways to make each other happy. And y'all look for ways to grow as individuals so that you can be the best version of yourselves for each other. Y'all are definitely my relationship goals. Rebecca and Jeremy, I pray that your journey is filled with love, laughter, and countless adventures. Continue to keep God first in your relationship. Continue seeking Him, praying, reading your word. As you grow closer to God, you will be able to grow closer to each other. Now, can we raise our glass to the newlyweds? Rebecca and Jeremy, I am wishing you both a lifetime of joy and wonderful memories. Cheers!